NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some space here. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in. And he'll be marked down at the 1. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Damian Harris. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 7 from the 20. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the 1st, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for 1st.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That is definitely what we call a defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is uh-oh.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's now out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave him a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Didn't march to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It was a solid check down there with pressure.
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson now. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34, and he goes out right around the 39. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see some...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings in 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to pull it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They let go to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this goes out of the head enough until they stop him. Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to return upfield and gain any yardage.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the deep.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Barnes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 33. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They pitch it to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 67 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A quick pass out to Juju. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 3 quarters in the books. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker. Looks like he's a yard short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind him, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. But Charles, you think about this victory, pretty